back to my channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Yeksenia, and my channel is mostly about business strategies, finance, lifestyle, and personal development tips and tricks. So if those are things that you're interested in, please keep watching. So, whenever you see me with my favorite blazer, just so you know, we're going to talk about business, okay? So, let's get into it because we're going to get our life together. I wanted to talk about quattro different businesses that you can do with no money. I am focusing on what you can do with zero, zilch, nada, zero money, okay? So let's get into it. Reason being, right now there are 4.6 million people within the United States that have lost their jobs due to the pandemic. So aside from their side hustles, they can actually consider creating maybe a small business for now that can later grow into something great over time. So this is when I started thinking, like, okay, if you had absolutely no money to your name, what could you do now? So these are the 4 business ideas that you can do with no money. The first business that you can start with no money would be dog walking or pet sitting. Well, of course, you have to love dogs. This would be like a torturous job if you didn't. So let's assume that you do love dogs like myself, just saying. I checked the national average for this and they said, I think on ZipRecruiter, and a dog walker makes approximately $2,600 a month. This is the national average. So that's just to give you a perspective of where it can lead to. And honestly, you set your own rates, so the more that you start picking up more clients who want you to walk their dogs or do pet sitting over time, and you start building that clientele, you can start raising those rates up a little bit more. But this is something that you can start with no money. So the dog walking and pet sitting services are needed right now because if you think about it, the workforce is starting to open again. So that means people are returning back to their jobs, where they need their pet to be regularly exercised to remain healthy. And also, they might start working longer hours than usual. So what does that mean for you? Just saying, this is an opportunity. Think about it. And just remember to market it. Market, network. I'm telling you, like, it could be uncomfortable to do. Till this day, it is uncomfortable for me, but it's part of the hustle. If you do not have any source of income and this is an idea that you're open to, you can start this with no money, but you're going to need to start getting your name out there. And the way that you do that is by marketing. Use your social media. Put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram. If you have a YouTube account, put it on YouTube. Just use whatever resources that you have. Do word of mouth. Tell your friends, tell your family. If you see neighbors outside, if you see elderly people outside that have their dogs, you can offer that. You can tell them, for example, that you can do this in a safe environment where they don't need to be exposed to possible dangers. Just saying, just throwing it out there, and they may be open to it, and you can just charge your fees accordingly. Now, the second business that you can start with no money is for those who have a specialization in a certain profession or a certain skill set. So for example, let's say you are a teacher. You can start selling your lesson plans online. And what I found out is that I did the research for you and just saying, you can sell your lesson plans online and make a profit that way. Now, the sites that I found for specific teachers selling their lesson plans online, they were kind of finicky. But the ones that I found, the one website that I did find, which is called Etsy, that charges you the least amount. So let's say you have a packet for that lesson plan. You would pay 20 cents to post it on the Etsy platform. And then once that item is sold, they will charge you 3.5%. So far, that's the best deal that I found online. Other sites will charge you like, you get 75% of the profit and they get 25, So I think that was a better deal. Just throwing it out there. Now let's say that you have access to a certain software many people don't have, but they need it. Now, so for example, I use Adobe Premiere Pro to edit my videos. But if I was an extreme video editor, you know, if I was very skilled in that area, I could be creating intro videos, I could create clips, I could edit videos, I could do aesthetic videos or things like that, and then market it and then charge people for using it. That is something that I would suggest somebody to do. If you have a software that you see there is a high need of and you can create things with that software, offer that as a service. You can also create a blog or a YouTube channel and share information that will help solve a problem. I typically think that when you go that direction, when you focus on areas that help solve a problem, it'll gain a little bit more traffic. That's just my opinion. I didn't do research on that, but I feel like that's the stuff that I search up, to be honest. When I have questions about an issue, I search that up online versus just searching up online miscellaneous stuff. So that's just my opinion. Just saying, you can make your blog or your YouTube channel on anything that you're interested in. If you are familiar with cars and you decide to create a blog post, or you create your YouTube channel and talk about the simple ways to maintenance your car. This is how you do an oil change. This is how you change out your tires. This is how you rotate your tires. This is how you change your fluid in your car. Whatever the case, these are just basic methods that you can use if you decide to choose the option with creating a blog or a YouTube channel. To let you know, that is not an instant stream of income. It may take you a while to build up that traffic to create that income stream. So just keep that in mind if you do choose to go that route. Now, the fourth business that you can start with no money is being a contractor. Now, what does that ideally look like? So you can utilize, I want to say there's two sites that I'm familiar with. It's either Fiverr or Upwork. And what you do is provide a service. So let's say whether you decide to do admin work, customer service, marketing, finance, right? You would put a beautiful picture of yourself. You're gonna write your name, you're gonna write what you specialize in, and then you also are going to put the fee for your service. Now, the benefit of this is that you have entrepreneurs who are growing, expanding their businesses, and rather than adding an employee to their payroll, which is more expensive for them, they typically lean towards going to an outside source, which would be a contractor, to do short-term, long-term, or full-time work for them. But they wouldn't be on their payroll. So they will go according to your fees that you choose. So the moment you start building your work and marketing yourself and start showing like these are your capabilities, the more traffic is going to gravitate your way. This also helps with other organizations. They will go to these outside sources like Fiverr and Upwork to search for individuals who are willing to just work on a simple project. Even if it's just one project, and if they agree with your pay rate, they will choose you, and then you can work on that, and boom, that's income right there. So just think about it. That's why I really wanted to focus with you on jobs that you can do with no money, because it's our unfortunate reality that many people were already living paycheck to paycheck. And this pandemic happened along with everything else that's freaking crazy going on in the world. And you kind of need to figure out like, okay, I need to adapt rather than it's completely normal. I understand 100%, you know, feeling anxiety and fear and just not knowing what's happening. Let's just tame the brain a little bit, you know, together, and we're gonna learn how to adapt to your environment. That is one thing that I think is essential in life. You need to learn how to adapt. Now, for those who have no penny to your name, I made this video for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. It really helps with the algorithm. Please help my baby YouTube channel grow. Please share this video with anyone that you think that it may be useful to. And I look forward to catching you next Friday. Bye.